All right, everybody, welcome back to Family Meal. Chef Alan.
And Chef Ella.
I'll tell you what, this is probably the most heartfelt episode we're gonna film for you. This is my mom's potato salad. We used to go back and forth like pirates on this, but mine is still better, at least I think so. We got Red Bliss potatoes, we got onions, we got celery, we got bacon fat, we got egg, we got mayonnaise, red wine vinegar. I mean, this is just gonna be absolutely incredible, and I'm so happy to share this with you. Ella, who made potato salad, me or mom?
Grandma.
Thanks. All right, well, I guess that's it. We're ready to cook?
Woo!
Let's go.
1,
2,
3, let's go!
All right, everybody, here we go. My mom's potato salad, chefing it up a little bit. Ella, what are our ingredients that we have
We
here?
have red potato, egg, and bacon.
All right, and we also have red onion, celery, and for our dressing, it's just gonna be straightforward mayonnaise and red wine vinegar. We're gonna show you a little trick to really elevate the flavor on this. I think you're gonna love it. You ready to cook?
Woo!
Let's go. All right, everybody, so now we're gonna go through cutting our celery. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut it lengthwise down one time, cut it in half again. Remember, we're making a salad, okay? We want our most important ingredient, the star of the salad, potato, to be the star. All right, we don't want any product bigger than potato. So as you can see, our cuts are nice and small. Fingers are tucked, slowly working up the stalk of celery. And we're gonna do that to the next two. All right, here we go. So we got our celery cut up. As you can see, we got really nice cuts on there. And also, just think, when we did the celery, the rib part was down, all right? We didn't have the curve coming up because then it makes it wonky and it could cut yourself with the knife, it could slip, all right? So now we're gonna jump into our onion. You can see the onion is not peeled yet, all right? I'm gonna go down, the root, the top. Always leave the root on, and you're gonna see why, okay? I'm gonna take this, cut this down, okay? I'm gonna peel one layer of the onion off. I'm okay with that. We're gonna put that to the side, okay? Now, I want my onion to be as close to that size as possible. So, what we're going to do, if Ella could zoom in real nice on this, I'm gonna take the knife, push it through. Knife, push it through. Knife, push it through. Knife, push it through. I'm gonna come down here. Now I see all these other chefs and whatnot going fast. No need. I'd rather do a nice cut instead of just showing off with a fast knife, okay? Now you can see how uniform those knife cuts are on the onion. And now for the ratio of onion, I want to go 2 parts of celery to 1 part of onion because I don't want the onion flavor to overtake the entire salad. I don't know if you ever had salads before, but if it sits a couple days, sometimes it just tastes like onion. Well, because this is a mayonnaise vinegar-based dressing that we're making, it will mask the onion flavor a little bit, but I think that's a great cut on our onion. And while we got this done, our hard-boiled eggs are going. Next, we're gonna step up to the bacon. All right, everybody, so now let's do some quick inventory. We got our eggs going. We have our celery cut up. We have our onion cut up. Next, we're gonna put our bacon in. We're making bacon crumbles, okay? You could do one of 2 ways. You could cut the bacon up and then put it in small pieces. I prefer to do it in large pieces. And the reason being is because I believe and I've found that the smaller pieces could tend not to cook evenly and they could burn, okay? So we got a nice sizzle going there to start off. Just slide that over. We get about 4 pieces per. We're gonna probably use about a half a pound of bacon for this. All right. I'm gonna turn the heat down. Let it cook nice and slowly. Render that fat out. Get a nice cook on the bacon. Crumble it up, and then we're gonna go to our potatoes. All right, so now we're gonna step up to our potato. Red Bliss potato. This medium size, you got A, B, and C. This is a B size, okay? All I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this, cut it like this, and then a quarter, okay? Cut it, and a quarter. If you wanna use a larger potato, go right ahead. But always remember, as soon as you cut your potato, put it into water, okay? You can actually see some of the starch releasing from that right away. Okay. But if we do not put it in water, it will turn brown. Okay. All right, everybody. So now, eggs boiling, bacon going, cold salted water for your potatoes. All right. Just like we talked about for pasta, tastes like the ocean. All of our potatoes are cut up within 1/2 inch of each size, 1/4 inch of every potato. Okay. Bella wants to get me to zoom in on there. All right. The reason potatoes all the same size will cook the same time. Okay. All different sized potatoes will give you a different texture on the potato. All right. So now we're gonna let this go. Just take about 15 minutes. All right, everybody. So here I was telling you the secret ingredient to making your potato salad stand above and beyond everybody else's: the bacon fat. The bacon fat rendered from the bacon we cooked down. Okay, I have a nice small strainer, and I'm just going to strain the bits out. Okay. Do you have to strain the bits out? No, but I just want to show you the step for this. All right, now we're going to go put this aside. Okay, we're now going to make our dressing. Okay, everybody, now we're gonna do the dressing for our potato salad. Now here's the great part about this potato salad. I personally like to serve my potato salad at a room temperature, all right? So you could actually prepare all these ingredients the day before, mix it up, and then serve it that way. Now, obviously be careful when you're gonna serve something outdoors, time temperature, we're using a fat-based dressing, all right? But with that being said, let's go to work here. We have our red wine vinegar, we have our mayonnaise, we have our bacon fat, okay? I wish I could give you exact measurements. This is just something that I do by flavor, all right? So we're gonna add our red wine vinegar, okay? Remember, we could always add, but we can't, what, Ella? What can't we do?
Take away.
We can't take it out. All right, so we're gonna mix that up, okay? Now, we're gonna drizzle just a little bit of that bacon fat in there. And you will notice that it's going to separate, which is fine, okay? But it will come together rather quickly. Okay, we have some plastic spoons here. I'm gonna taste it, see where we're at. Oh, definitely more bacon fat. There we go. Carefully measured. Mix that in. You want to taste it, Ella?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're gonna let the camerawoman, Chef Ella, try it. What do you think?
Pretty good.
Oh yeah, we're definitely there. I'm gonna put a dash of vinegar in there. All right, now remember, once the potatoes are put in, all right, that starch is gonna absorb that flavor. So we're gonna have to readjust the flavor right before we serve it, all right? But now we're gonna go into our next step, the eggs. All right, everybody, here we are with Chef Ella. And Chef Ella is going to grade the eggs, the hard-boiled eggs. So now if you can see the size of our onion, the size of our celery, that's exactly what we're looking for from our grated egg. So Ella, why don't you turn it to the side and show the people what side we're gonna use. We're gonna use a large side right there. And see how Ella's doing that? With her palm only, all right? You do not want to tuck your fingers in here because if you do, that now becomes a knuckle buster. And we do not want that to happen, all right? Good job, Ella. Why don't you pull it away and show everybody what we got? All right, look at the egg right there. That's gonna be a fantastic textural element in the potato salad. You wanna finish it up?
Yep.
Go ahead. All right, good job. Pretty easy, huh, Ella?
Yep.
Good job, babe. What's next? You don't know, do you? Next, we're gonna assemble it and we're gonna have a great, great summer salad. All right, everybody, so Chef Ella did a phenomenal job on that egg. See the nice strands of egg? We're gonna add that with our onions and our celery. Okay. And our next step is going to be our bacon that we cooked off right here. Okay, so we have a couple pieces that didn't crisp up that well. That's fine, put it to the side. And you got yourself a little snack, okay? See, like I said, a recipe is just a guideline, okay? Could we have cut the bacon into what the French term would be lardons and cooked them that way? Absolutely. Okay, do you have to put bacon in it? No, not at all. You want to put relish in it? Go right ahead. You want to put mustard? Do your thing. Again, this is just a recipe that was handed down to me by my mom that I think has been fantastic. I actually did it for a wedding in Las Vegas one time for a phenomenal bowler, Johnny DiBenedetta, and his awesome wife. And I think you're gonna like it too. We have 3 pieces of bacon here. We're gonna set to the side, we're gonna cut it up, okay? So you can see we have this mixed in right there, okay? And this will just be our garnish. All right, everybody, so we're about 15 to 17 minutes on our potatoes. As you can see, we got a nice rolling boil going there, and I'm gonna look for the biggest potato. And I have what they call a larding needle here, or just use a regular, oh, look at that, that's perfect. See how it goes through? Still holds a little bit of the texture is what we're looking for. If we cooked it too much, we'd make a mashed potato, and that's not good. All right, so now we're gonna pull these out, cool them down, and we're gonna go to the next step. All right, everybody, so now we got our potatoes cooled down. We got our dressing here. We basically got our garnishes that we're gonna add, our accompaniments, and then we got our bacon that we're gonna add on top, all right? What I said in our very first videos I made, kitchen essentials, gloves. I'm gonna show you why. Nothing drives me crazier when I see a potato salad made and it looks like this, all right? I like to break it up, all right? Break it up with my hands. It's still a little warm, which I'm fine with, okay? But if I could break it up, I think that offers a much better mouthfeel. I think it busts up all that starch that's in there, gonna soak up all that flavor. And again, just a little trick that you could do. Again, now if you want to let it cool a bit more, that's fine. This doesn't bother me at all, okay? But when we're done, all right, all I have to do is, come on now, there we go. Take the glove off, pull it in like that, set it aside. Now we're gonna add our dressing, okay? Add all of our other ingredients. As you can see, they're all right about the same size. Makes it so much better. You can have a bite of everything on one spoonful or one plateful or whatever you like. All right, so I'm gonna gently mix this up. Then I'm gonna dig my hands in there again with the gloves, really break up all that stuff, get that flavor going. We're gonna do a final taste, a final seasoning, and then we're actually gonna let it sit for about 15 minutes. Just let all those flavors come together, and then we'll do our final tasting. All right, here we go. Chef Ella said, Dad, move over, I'm jumping in. Go for it, sweetie. There we go. Really mush all that up. That's fantastic. Again, get the kids involved. Let them have some fun. Just make sure they don't try to high five you afterwards like I know this one will. Keep breaking that baby up. There we go. That's awesome. All right, we're going to let her have some fun with this, and then we're going to do a tasting on it, or we'll adjust the seasoning, salt, and pepper if needed.
Woo!
What do you think? We're going to get a double woo?
Woo!
All right, everybody. So Ella did a fantastic job. She really just beat this salad up. But you could see, take a look inside here, all right? Our onion, celery, all the same cut. You can't even see the egg. You can make out the bacon. So we're going to do a little taste on it now, see where we're at. Okay, we're going to throw a little bit of salt in here. We didn't have to add much salt to the beginning at all because we did the bacon fat, all has high salt content. We had a little pepper, all right? But you can see how much tighter the salad is now getting from busting all that potato up, releasing that starch, letting all the dressing soak in. This is going to be fantastic. We're going to set this up for presentation and our final tasting. All right, everybody, here we go. Moment of truth. You ready to dig in?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. Let's have a little bit of everything on there. You get a bigger bite there? I gotta tell you what. First thing I taste is the richness of the bacon fat added to the mayonnaise with the red wine vinegar. It's not too salty. I could literally taste a little bit of everything, but what's the most important thing we're tasting in there? It's potato. That's what we're highlighting here. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. This video really means the world to me because it's about my mom, all right? Whew, and for me to share that with you, man, that means the world. Ella, what do we do from there?
Subscribe, like, comment on this video what you want to see next, and share to your friends.
Love you guys all. Thank you so much for joining us. And let's eat.